If you've been following our videos, then you know that we use stories to bring life coaching to kids. But why do we use stories as the basis for our Life Coaching for Kids curriculum? Well, I'd love to share the reasons for that, and the first is brain science. You see, when someone hears facts, the center of the brain that's stimulated is the intellectual center that turns words into meaning. However, when someone hears a story, not only is that intellectual center stimulated, but so are the emotional centers, as well as the physiological center of the brain as well. And this creates an experience which leads to deeper learning and helps us remember. It's a very powerful learning tool for kids and for us grown-ups as well. Well, second are that stories are a great way to help kids learn how to navigate life. Most kids don't like talking about feeling nervous or being afraid, but they do like talking about dragons, and they will talk about grungies. These are terms that we use in our curriculum to help kids learn how to express their feelings and their thoughts. The third advantage of stories is that our coaches can use the characters and the situations from the stories in their coaching. So for example, the story that we use to teach about self-confidence is called Canville and Cantville, A Tale of Two Towns. And it's a powerful story of helping kids see the difference between having an I can do it attitude versus having an I can't do it attitude. So let's say that a coach is working with a child and that child's really getting down on himself, thinking he can't do something. Well, the coach can simply ask the question, what would this look like if you were living in Canville? And this question immediately takes that child back to this story and thinking about how he can approach the situation more powerfully with an I can do it mindset. Fourth are that stories are such a great way to start those important conversations. Sometimes kids will shut down a little bit if they feel like it's about them or if they feel like they're being judged. Stories give kids a chance to experience the skill through the situation that the characters are facing. And then that opens the door for them to apply that skill to their own lives with the support of a coach. So for example, let's say that a child is dealing with respect, having some issues with being disrespectful. Well, no child wants to hear about being respectful, but they do like talking about leaving grungy marks or giving gold hearts. So the stories help teach the skills in a way that's not lecturing or that's boring. At Adventures in Wisdom, we call this learning without lecture, or teaching without preaching. And fifth are that stories are great for refreshers. Kids are learning a new skill, and sometimes they need a review. So hearing a story over and over helps review that skill and refresh the lesson without being lectury or boring. And finally, stories are just plain fun. If you'd like to learn more about using stories to bring life coaching to kids, I'd like to invite you to check out a sample of our curriculum and to experience one of our stories. Just visit adventuresinwisdom.com or click on the link below.